What's up, guys? Neil Orfield here, taking a look at Stokastic's NFL DFS lineup generator for tonight's showdown slate between the Broncos and the Chiefs. While you're coming in, please like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so, and hit that notification button so you can get alerts when our shows go live. I'm trying something different today than what I have been doing. I've been doing DraftKings and FanDuel together in the past. Today, I'm going to try breaking it up into two videos. I'm going to do a DraftKings showdown video. That's what we're watching here. I'm going to do this video just on DraftKings. If you're interested in FanDuel, you can check out. That's going to be a separate video. You can find it on the Stokastic YouTube channel. But again, for here, I'm just going to be checking out DraftKings for today in this video. And by the way, if you haven't already signed up for the lineup generator, it is just $14.95 per week. That is the cheapest offering we have at Stokastic, and it's a very powerful tool. This is a tool that only gives you lineups that have been found to be profitable. Every single lineup has been run through the Stokastic sims. We've been tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of lineups have been checked out. Any of them that have been found to be long-term negative EV have been thrown out. Here, you're only getting the plus EV long-term profitable lineup. So it's a really, really powerful tool. And again, it's just $14.95 per week. You can find the link in the description of this video if you're interested in checking it out for yourself. Here, I'm just going to take a look at the DraftKings showdown lineups. But again, $14.95 per week, but that includes all of the main slate, every showdown slate, and we got games in London across all the different showdown slates, and both DraftKings and FanDuel as well. So we're going to start checking out DraftKings showdown lineups just for tonight, and I am going to do all lineups here. So I'm going to get for a showdown video, I'm only going to do the contrarian lineups. I like to typically play lineups that are not going to be duped a ton. So I find that those lineups easier to find if I just look in the contrarian lineups bucket. So that's what I'm going to do here. But you can, check out whatever types of lineups you want to check out. For showdown, I like to just do contrarian. In the showdown slates, you also have the option of choosing a game script. So like you can see here, this top one, this is expecting both teams to go at least 6 points above their implied team total. If you think that both teams are going to go below their implied team total, you can find that here at the bottom, or a mix, whatever you want to do as far as the game script you are expecting, you can choose. For this video, I'm just going to use the standard projections though. And now I'm just going to look through until I find three lineups that I would play in a large field GPP in particular. So this first lineup, I'm going to throw it out right away. This is one that, again, every single lineup here is plus EV, so I'm nitpicking. I'm choosing lineups that I want to play. The lineups that I like to play are lineups that are not going to be duplicated more than like 10, 15 times. That's kind of my goal here. I'm not trying to get completely unique, but I also don't want to play lineups that are going to be duplicated 100 times. I'm worried that this lineup will be duplicated 100 times because uses nearly the full salary cap. That's the biggest thing with avoiding dupes. So using nearly the full salary cap, you got to get pretty weird elsewhere if you want to have a lineup that's not duped. And this one, I don't think is going to be weird enough. We don't have any super low on plays. We have 5% Cortland Sutton in the captain. That is pretty low. But then outside of that, it's fairly chalky across the board. I guess 12% MVS is not too bad, but I wouldn't play this one. I think it'll be duped too many times for me. So I'm going to discard this one again, just leaving 300 on the table. Again, this is a lineup that I'm probably not going to play. Looks a little bit better with Blake Bell in there at just 2% projected ownership. But I don't think I would play this lineup. I think this one, again, is probably going to be a little bit too duped. As far as Blake Bell lineups go, this one looks like it would be one of the favorites because otherwise it's a lot of really highly projected players. So I'm going to not use that one. I'm saving it anyway. All right, so here is an interesting one. Now we're leaving a ton of salary on the table. Still projects pretty well, 72.5 fantasy points. Really don't even need to look at projection in the lineup generator because every lineup is going to project pretty well. But looking at the correlations, so we have, typically I'm more concerned with just the quarterbacks. That's the biggest thing I'm looking for in terms of correlation because of the way things are scored. The scoring dynamics on DraftKings, the pass catcher outscores the quarterback on every single passing play. So I'm careful about how I use my quarterbacks. Here we have both quarterbacks to worry about. So Patrick Mahomes in the flex, we have him paired with Justin Watson and Sky Moore. That's plenty for me. I usually like to have Patrick Mahomes paired with at least somebody, even in the flex. I prefer to have Patrick Mahomes paired with somebody, but definitely in the captain spot. Here we've got him with multiple pass catchers, so that's good to see. We've also got Russell Wilson here paired with Cortland Sutton and Samaje Perine, so that looks good. We have low-owned Perine in the captain spot, and everybody else is chalky, so you would think, okay, maybe we have concerns about duplication, but this one is leaving a lot of salary on the table, $4,700 left on the table. I'm not very concerned that this one is going to be duplicated a lot. So I really like this lineup. This is one that I would use. All right, this one leaves 600 on the table. We do have Mahomes in the captain spot with multiple pass catchers in Blake Bell, Justin Ross, Travis Kelce, and then secondary pass catcher in Isaiah Pacheco. We've got just Jerry Jeudy from the Broncos. Projects well. Everything looks good with this lineup. The only thing, we're not leaving a ton of salary on the table, but we do have pretty low owned Justin Ross and low owned Blake Bell. So I actually think, even though this one's only leaving 600 on the table, this does look like a viable lineup to me. I'm a little bit concerned that, it might be chalkier than I expect because we have a full on Chiefs onslaught, which is going to be pretty popular today. But I think with the two really low owned guys in Ross and Bell, I think this one might be unique enough that it won't be duped a ton. So this is a lineup that I would consider playing. I will save this one. Oh, and as I said, Mahomes in the captain spot. I prefer to have multiple pass catchers in the flex. We've got that here with Bell, Ross, Kelce, and then Pacheco. So looks really good. That's the second lineup that I would use. All right, third lineup, we've got Chiefs defense in the captain spot at about 5% ownership. We're leaving 800 on the table. We have Russell Wilson in here with Jerry Jeudy, so that's good. I like to have Russell Wilson always paired with at least one pass catcher. No Mahomes to worry about. And then we have Rashee Rice, Travis Kelce, and then Harrison Butker, the kicker. I think this one is viable. Even it's only leaving 800 on the table, which is not a ton, but if I'm playing a kicker or defense in the captain spot, I definitely want to leave some salary on the table. I think 800 might be enough in this case. The correlations look good. So I think that this actually is another lineup that I would consider using. Trying to think if I have any concerns. No, I think this is a good lineup. This is actually, I would guess, not going to be duped a ton. So here's a third lineup that I would use. All right, now I'm just going to go through. Going to save however many lineups it lets me. Typically, it's supposed to be just 20. Lately, we've been allowing up to 40 lineups to be saved, just kind of an extra bonus there. So we'll see if we're still allowing 40 lineups. And then at the end, we'll see our exposure screen. So we'll be able to see our exact exposures across all of the lineups once we've saved. Here we go. Yeah, we've still got the bonus lineups here. I must have discarded one. All right. We have 56% Patrick Mahomes, not a huge shock there. 46% Travis Kelce. Those are our two highest projected players on the slate. Russell Wilson not far behind at 41%. Sky Moore 36%. Jeudy 31%. Pacheco 31%. Javonte Williams 28%. Kind of interesting. I'm curious if we got any Jaleel McLaughlin here. He doesn't project well enough. My guess is no, but no, we didn't get any McLaughlin. We did get to some Michael Burton. That's an interesting play. Nate Adkins. We do have some low-owned, very contrarian plays mixed in here. Blake Bell, 5%. We got 8% Justin Ross. Again, I did the contrarian bucket. Not a surprise to see that we got some very contrarian plays in there. But even in the contrarian bucket, we're still getting to a ton of the most popular plays on the slate because they just project the best. It's all about balancing your lineups. The beautiful thing about the lineup generator is we know that they're balanced because they've been run through the sims. They've been found to be plus EV. The lineups are balanced for you. Really fantastic tool. Check it out if you haven't already done so. That's going to do it for this video, guys. Thanks for watching. Again, please do like it if you haven't already liked the video, and good luck tonight.